Sign up for beta has begun, so if you want to get yourself into beta, you know how to do it. Actually, there's 2 ways to do it. So the War Within beta has begun, and the sign-ups are now live. You can go to this link right here. I'll link this in the chat. This is the actual page where you can sign up for beta. So you can get in there and sign up. Now, as a reminder, if you had purchased the Epic edition of the game, you are already guaranteed beta access, so there's no reason to sign up if you've already purchased that version of the game. The Epic Edition, again, is the super expensive, I think it's $80 version of the game, where you'll get the 3-day early access. Am I going to buy it? Of course, I'm a simp. I'm going to buy it. I have to stream it, so I'm going to get that 3-day early access. If you bought that one, you can do it, but the good news is, even if you bought the Base and Heroic Edition, you can sign up, buy this sign up right here, and still have your chance at access to beta. Beta, keys will be going out periodically, so they'll have rounds of them going out, so even if you don't get them right when beta goes live, you could eventually get one. Alpha should be beginning this week. Probably by the time this video goes live, we'll be knowing that this, in fact, was happening, but Alpha is going live. We saw recently a tweet out from a couple big streamers in WoW that recently said they weren't streaming today, but they'll be streaming Wednesday. Coincidence? Probably not. Probably that means Alpha's going live. Beta keys for beta males. That's right. That's right. 2x reputation in Plunderstorm. Yes. If you have become a Plunderstorm Andy, your days are numbered. April 30th, Plunderstorm will no longer exist, at least for a little while. I do think they're going to bring this event back at some point. Who knows? Maybe with a new map, maybe with a new theme. I don't know if they're going to go with pirates every single time, but Plunderstorm will be coming to an end on April 30th, and because of that, Blizzard is kicking up the reputation gains. That's right, you can get 2x reputation starting after today's reset until the end of the Plunderstorm event. What's that going to get you? Well, you'll get your shot much quicker at the Parrot Mount, the different transmogs here, Pepe, the Dreadlord, and many more things. So remember, all of these things will be available in retail if you get them. So if you've been wanting to grind them out, you've been wanting to get that reputation, this is your final chance. 2x rep gains until the end of this event, which will be April 30th. So get in there and get it done.
Come, let us lay waste to this realm.
Harsh Shah, thank you for the sub on YouTube. I appreciate that. Welcome to our Scourge. What if they release beta instead of alpha? Would that mean September minimum? Maybe that's why they did the countdown for the collector's edition. I don't think that's what they're doing. They're definitely going to release alpha. It's on the roadmap that alpha will be dropping, Patrick. So it's definitely going to be alpha. We're getting alpha first. It's supposed to drop it around this time, so it all makes sense. And beta should be coming by the end of Season 4. Yeah, so here we see alpha. Alpha's supposed to hit right now. Beta is not supposed to hit until towards the end of 10.2.7. So we're definitely getting it. Size matters, that's right. It's time, boys. We're going to look at DPS ranks for the last time in this season. That's right. One more time in Season 3. We're going to check DPS as we head into the final week, which will lead to Season 4 DPS charts. But here we go. The final week, we see Frost DK at the top. Sub-Titty sandwiched in between Unholy and Frost. That's great. That's a nice DK sandwich. We got Elemental Shaman, Ret Pally, Fury Warrior, Frost Mage. So we've been seeing here, up here, I mean, look at this. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's all melee. It's all melee. I don't know if you consider Elemental a hybrid or what. Elemental's ranged. Is Elemental ranged? Is Elemental considered ranged? I don't even know. I know Shamans do have a melee spec. Sam, how the fact the stats aren't accurate? Sam, we know for a fact those stats, they're very accurate. They're very accurate. It's the most accurate it gets. Okay. Anyways, we got Frost DK, Sub-Titty, Unholy, Elemental, Retribution. Yep, there's a ton of melee. It's like we are in the days of melee. Yeah. So melee's definitely popping off lately. Frost Mage, Outlaw Rogue, Arms Warrior, Ass Rogue, Arcane Mage, Survival, Shadow. So we go down the list here. It hasn't changed much since the last time we looked at these charts. Let's check boss damage. Unholy DK. Oh my god. It is popping off lately. Sub-Titty as well. Still doing well, but they were the king for a while. No longer unseated by the DK. Retribution Paladin, Feral Druid, Ass Rogue, Balanced Druid, Frost. Look, the ones that have been hurting this whole cycle here have really been Hunters. I feel like hunters have been hurting. Warlocks have been hurting. I haven't seen 2 warlock specs this low in quite a while. The best is Destro right now, and that's just mid-tier. Mage has been all right lately as well, but I feel like the usuals, you know, the ones that we expect, warlock, hunter, and mage, they haven't been doing too well this season. Now, of course, skill always offsets those things, but really this has been the season of melee DPS, especially with the big, you know, with the big legendary. That has definitely been offsetting things in terms of when it comes to Death Knights, Paladins, and Warriors. It's really set them apart from the rest in terms of DPS. Let's check the big movers. Ups and downs. Nobody really moved since the last time we checked here, so it seems like this has been solidified. This is how things are going to finish out in the season. Biggest mover up was Survival Hunter, 3 spots up. Biggest movers down, we got Balanced Druid just 2 spots and Devastation just 2 spots. Really, everybody stayed stagnant, which makes sense at the end of the season here. They're not going to really change much, but this is it. These are your final rankings of Season 3. This is how it's going to finish out. We'll have to see how things go in Season 4.